Hello YouTube, welcome back to Thinky Dailies, Season 3 Puzzle 46, Mentor Missing. A Thermo Sudoku, Pathfinder by JinHoo. The Mentor is still in the caves. Our hero drops off the bookshop packet and thinks. The caves are by a frozen path, so head towards the cold? Today's puzzle is the Thermo Sudoku with an additional Pathfinder variant. Fill every cell in the grid with numbers from 1 to 6, making sure each digit appears only once in each row, column, and box. Digits on the thermometer must increase from the bottom to the tip. It must be possible to go horizontally and/or vertically from entrance to exit using only cells with odd digits. Okay. So first thing I can see here is that has to be a 3, because if it was a 1, it can't be 1 because of that, and it can't be a 5 because we need 2 higher digits. And that one's a 3 or a 5, so I don't know which immediately. Right, so that's a 1 or a 2. So this would be 1, 3, 4, 5 is the lowest it can be, and that means that's a 5, that's a 4, that's a 3. There's a 1-2 pair here, and that one's a 6. That's 1 over 2. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. This isn't a 6. That's got to be the 6. Okay. That puts the other 6 there, and we have all the 6s. 4 or 5, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's either a 4 or a 5. That's either a 4 or a 5. So that's 1 or a 2, and that's 1 or a 2. Unfortunately, that doesn't really help. There's a 3 in that pair. That's not 3, so it's 1 or 2. The 3 has to come somewhere on this line. It can't. That's a 1 or 2, and that's 1 or 2, so the 3 has to go there. Exit has to be odd, so that's 5. And that puts the 4 there. Okay. So this is 3, 5, 6, so that's 6 and 5. And we have 1, 2, 4 in that row. 4 and 5 both go in that space, those 2 spaces. Where's the next bit? The odd path isn't a lot of help because that could be 2 and it could go 3, 1, 5 with a 4 there and continue up that way quite happily. Can't come through that cell, so we're going to have to come either down or left. There's only 1 and 5 left in this column to go through, and so we need to at least go through that cell for the path. If we put a 1 here, then we'd need something like 3, 5, 1 again, 3, 5, 1, 3. Something like that would actually work. I was hoping to rule out 1 being there. We only need one of the odd numbers. Has to go here, because we can't possibly go 1, 3, 5. It's supposed to be, no, we can't possibly go 1, 3, 5 across here, because we'd have to get into this box and there'd only be a 5 left as an odd number. So we need even numbers on there, but not a 6. So if we went 4, 3, 2, 1. I wish you could pencil mark. Oh, hang on, we can pencil mark. I didn't spot that. Okay, let's do some pencil marking. This should make it a little bit easier. So that's 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. So the path's going to have to come down through, because it can't go through this box with the 4, 6 down. It has to come down through the 1, wherever it is. That's not 3, so it's 1 or 2. And that's 1, 2, or 3. I don't like doing 3 pencil marks, but I will do, because otherwise the 3 is somewhere in that lot. Okay, now does that tell me anything? It tells me, as I said, this one of these is where the 1 is, so that's not the 1. So that was 2 or 4. You don't have 6, and we're missing either a 2 or a 4. And that means that the thermometer is left with 1, 3, 5, and whichever the 2 or 4 we don't have. So 5 goes at the end, 1 goes at the beginning, and that one's 2 or 3, and that one's 3 or 4. Right. Which means that to get through this box, now I can't come down from here. Could we? Or could we? No, because then we'd have to, there wouldn't be a way of getting across here and into an odd in another box. So we have to come down from this one. 1. And then that is 3 or 5. And the path can go off that way. Yeah, I can't tell where it continues, but we have to go 5, 3, 1 there. And so there or there for the 3 in this box. Oh, why did I mark that with a pencil mark 3? That's got to be a 5, because it sees both 1 and 3. Okay, so this is also 2 or 3, which means this one's the 4. And that's the 2. So that's the 1, that's the 2, that's the 1, that's the 2. That's the 3 and the 1 and the 2. That has to be the 5 to connect the path. That's the 4. That's the 1. That's 3 or 4. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, so path has to go like that. And that's the one that I can resolve. That's a 3, so that's a 2. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 4 and that's a 2. That was an interesting challenge. I enjoyed that, I think. Our hero's eye is streaming by the time the cave mouth comes into view. It's a relief to be out of the biting wind. Okay, a little bit slow, but it was definitely harder than most of the other Sudokus that they've done. I just wanted to look at the hints quickly, see if there was anything obvious that I missed in doing. I missed this hint. Should have looked at you can pencil mark cells by holding the shift key. Okay, I was just switching input modes. We can make some progress using the thermometers. Number 6 cannot be placed on any thermal cells except as a tip. Now the vertical thermometer has a 6 on it, which means digits 1 to 5. Yeah, pencil marking the whole thermometer. I didn't do that because I didn't discover the pencil marks until after I'd worked out something about the thermometers. Cell in front of the entrance arrow must be odd. The only and options in the Sudoku, odd options in the 6x6 Sudoku are 1, 3, and 5. 2 of them break the horizontal thermometer. Yeah, I think I did that thermometer fairly straightforwardly. Use the pencil marks on the leftmost column now. You can also determine which odd digit goes in front of the exit arrow. Yeah. All the remaining 5s. Resolves the 4 or 5 pencil. Yeah, I think I was a bit slow in things like this row here. I'd completed it all apart from the 3 at the end. I didn't instantly fill in the 3, which I should have done. If you've pencil marked the right-hand thermal, the rest is a classic Sudoku. The final hint contains a suggested order. Complete columns 1 and row 6, then box with. Okay, since I've not been following the hints, I won't try and decode that one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow with the next one.